Hey friends, welcome to Curly Trails. Hope you all are doing great. Throughout our day, we follow a set of routine that we do on a regular basis. And within this routine, we might have a set of habits that might have formed within us knowingly or probably unknowingly from the time maybe we were a child. These routines or these specific things that we do on a regular basis, probably that might be harming us. So let me list out few things that we do on a daily basis in our routine which is unhealthy for us. The first one is multitasking. Multitasking is the ability of a person to do two or more things at one specific time. For a long time, we humans, especially we women, we used to take pride that we have that ability to multitask. But do we actually multitask? Recent studies have shown that our brain does not have the capacity to focus on more than one thing at a time. Then how can we multitask? Most often when we think that we are multitasking, we are not actually doing it. We are probably doing two things one after the other. We cannot do both the things together and focus on both the things. Okay, we can focus on only one thing at a time. Now you can multitask in a situation where the one task needs more focus and the other task doesn't need a focus at all. Now suppose I'm cooking and the music is on my phone. I can multitask. I can listen to the music and I can cook because my full focus is on the cooking and the music is in the background. I need not focus on the music. So in such a situation, I am able to do both the things together. In another situation, now suppose you are working and you are checking your emails and also at the same time you are talking to somebody on the phone. You cannot do both the things together because your brain needs to focus on both the things. Either you need to check your emails or you need to talk on the phone. You cannot do both the things together, giving equal focus to both the activities. Probably you can. But when you keep on doing this on a long-term basis, there are a lot of disadvantages. When you keep on switching between tasks, especially complex ones, you tend to lose focus. You are not able to focus on one thing and probably you will lose your efficiency and make more mistakes. The next issue is lack of a sense of humor. Laughter, it seems, is a best medicine for any ailments, whether it is physical or mental. You can really de-stress yourself and free yourself of all tensions if you just laugh it out. But some people just do not have the sense of humor. They cannot laugh at anything, nor can they make jokes and make other people laugh. Being humorous doesn't mean that you always have to keep on cracking jokes or always be funny, but it also doesn't mean that you have to be serious all the time. Some people get insulted very easily. They get offended with the slightest of provocation. Such people do not have a sense of humor. There are some people who just do not laugh. On the other hand, I am a person who can laugh at the silliest of jokes. Even if you crack a simple silly joke, I'll burst out into laughter. Laughing actually helps me relieve of tension and just improves my mood. And I love people who are humorous, who can crack little jokes. It is fun to be around such people, you get a lot of positive vibes from them. But some humors are not appropriate. There has to be a clear line between being funny or laughing at your expense. It normally happens between friends when one person is teasing another, then the other person is teasing another person, and then everybody bursts out laughing. That is something that happens between friends, but there has to be a point when the joke is always on one person. When everybody is laughing at that one person's expense all the time, that should not be allowed. One person should not indulge in hurtful jokes. So what I'm trying to say is that you always don't have to be bottled up and serious all the time. You must just let go, be free, be stress free, happy, smile, just enjoy your life, be positive, because that will have a good effect on your health. Next one is setting up loud alarm. Waking up to a jolting noise can be really bad for your heart. That will increase your heart rate and then in turn will increase your blood pressure, which will add up to your stress. Some people keep loud alarms because they know they cannot get up without this sudden loud noise. Actually, alarms are not even important because you already have a biological clock which will automatically help you wake up at the regular time when you are usually waking. But then if you really need an alarm clock, it is always important to keep some smooth, maybe soft or soothing sound. Even if you increase the volume a bit, it should not start with a sudden loud noise. Our body is in a relaxed state when we are sleeping, so loud noises can cause stress. So these are the things that you should avoid when you are sleeping. You must not suddenly get up with a loud noise or immediately get up and start walking. These things might affect you, and once you do it on a regular basis, now today, tomorrow, daily or monthly basis, it will increase your stress levels and it might become chronic at a later stage. The next one is wrapping our wet hair with towel. You should never wrap our wet hair with a towel for a long time. Normally I've seen ladies, after they take their bath, they wrap their hair with towel and then they go on doing their normal regular housework, and after the hair gets really dry, then they remove the towel. Actually, it is really bad for the hair. You must not tie your wet hair with a towel for a long period. Neither should you rub your hair vigorously, especially wet hair. I mean, I used to do that for the longest of time, but then I realized it very late when my hair started falling off. Because wet hair is usually in a very weak state. When we tie our hair up for a long time or we rub it vigorously, the cuticles becomes soft, the hair texture gets spoiled, it becomes frizzy and starts falling off very fast. I have learned it the hard way not to tie up your wet hair for a long period. So nowadays I just tie up my hair for just 3 or 4 minutes or maximum 5 minutes till it becomes a little dry, and then I remove my towel. Otherwise I don't keep it for a long time. These things we do not notice much because we have been seeing our parents, our grandparents doing it from our childhood. So we think it is normal, but we don't realize the harmful effects these habits bring us. So let's get to the next point, and that is people pleasing. It feels good to make other people happy, but there's a fine line between being helpful and being a pushover. When you don't want to do something, you must be able to say no to that person. You cannot say yes to a certain person just to make that person happy, or maybe he should not feel bad, or he should not be angry, so I will say yes. That is not a good thing to do. That will make you more miserable and more unhappy. I had to face many problems just because I couldn't say no. Now I'm trying to change that. Now I realize that only if I really want to do it, or if I really want it, then I should accept it, or then I can do the job. And if I don't want to do it, I can actually say no to the person. Even if that person feels bad, that is not your concern. So we must understand that it is not necessary to always agree to what others say. If you do not agree to some things, you can say that no, I do not agree to you, it is not good for me, or I don't like to do that. If you're always agreeing to the other person, then you don't realize that somehow maybe he is taking advantage of you. And if you always say yes to whatever the other person wants you to do, then it might lead to a very toxic and unhealthy relationship. The next and the last point is words. You might think how words can be unhealthy, but sometimes you don't even realize how severe and hurtful words can be and how unhealthy it can be in the long run. Words hurt you mentally. Sometimes you may be able to bear the physical pain, but the pain that hurtful words give you, you can never forget. It probably completely breaks you. Insulting words completely lowers your self-esteem. It also affects your self-respect. Hurtful words can leave a person depressed and mentally affected. In a relationship, when one person is always saying bad or saying insulting words about the other person, that relationship cannot go on a long term. It completely spoils the relationship. Sometimes we don't even realize that words hurt more than actions. So friends, these are some of the things that we do on a daily basis. We do it every day, it's just part of our routine, but we don't realize that it is harming us. Even I used to do some of these things, and now I'm just trying to change my habits. It actually had become a habit for me, but now I'm trying to change that. Hope this video was useful for you, and you might have picked up something that you are doing wrong in your daily routine. Just let me know in the comment section what it is. And if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. And I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.